Hey everybody, we just hit 5 subscribers on YouTube. I couldn't done it without y'all. Hello, it's Ren Presents time. I'm your host, Ren, and today I want to talk about genealogy. That seems to be big in the news, people looking into their past, making sure there aren't any white interlopers in there any place, messing up the potential victimhood or SJW connections. A few years back, my folks paid a genealogist to look into our history, and some pretty cool things popped up I wanted to share with you today. So here's an image of some of the more notable characters that popped up in our ancestry. Who do we have here? And this obviously is going back a long way. A lot of royalty here. It doesn't make a bit of difference to me. I don't get any benefit from these royals in my bloodline, but it's kind of cool just to look at these things. So first of all, we've got Catherine of Aragon, who was one of the few survivors from her marriage with Henry VIII of England. She was his first wife, mother of Mary I of England, otherwise known as Bloody Mary. Therefore, Bloody Mary is one of my cousins, many times removed. Catherine of Aragon produces girls. Henry doesn't like it. He's also got his mistress, Anne Boleyn, that he's more enamored with. So he basically divorces Catherine and buys her out, and she returns to Spain, a wealthier woman for it. As you'll see, most of my ancestors have a Central European Spanish ancestry, since my ancestry comes from Spain. My ancestors were Spanish Jews who got chased off the continent by our good friend Torquemada during the Spanish Inquisition, but that's neither here nor there. So Catherine of Aragon, I call that a win. Who else do we have here? We have Bela III, the King of Hungary. And if you look up Bela III, he is a distant cousin of Vlad Tepes, who's otherwise known as motherfucking Dracula. I am distantly related to Dracula. I'll take it. Woo, I'm pumped. Who else do we got here? We've got Frederick II, who was the emperor of the Holy Roman Empire back in the day. He had a long career of conquest and expansion of the Holy Roman Empire. He took on Roger II and unseated Roger. He took on various popes and was called by Pope Gregory IX La Preambulus Antichriste, which also can be translated as the predecessor of the Antichrist for his heretical and paganistic ways. Therefore, I'm within my rights to say I'm related to the goddamn Antichrist. I'll take it. We've got Frederick I of Barbarossa. We have El Cid, We have Isaac II, the Byzantine. Alfonso the Great. We have Henry II of England. And Henry was also known as Henry Kermantle and Henry Plantagenet. He was basically the first king of England that created what can be identified as the modern English monarch. Not only that, he ruled Normandy, he ruled over Aquitaine, he ruled over Anjou, so he ruled a lot of France as well as England, and that's cool. That's cool. How he got into my bloodline, I don't know. There was also Philip II, the God-given, and some loser known as Emmerich of Hungary. This is all fun stuff, not necessarily unexpected. Most people can, if they go back far enough, can trace some sort of king or queen in their ancestry, and that's all in good fun. None of this changes who I am or who my parents are or who my grandparents were. Means nothing. Who my ancestors were does not color who I am today. My actions are my own, my words are my own, I own them. I don't spend any time looking backwards or fretting over who might be lurking in my family tree. I've got the goddamn Antichrist and Dracula in Bloody Mary in my family tree. But that's cool. I mean, it doesn't make me evil, doesn't make me the Antichrist, or does it? So this is Ren Presents. I'm your host, Ren. If you choose to delve into your past, don't be surprised by what you find, and don't be put off by it either, really. I mean, just have fun, do some research if it strikes your interest, and allow it to, be a talking point at your next cocktail party.